welcome to another edition of This Week on 33rd Street. We have, again, resident Rangers fan Stephen Tidings alongside opposing Islanders fan Ian Wennick. I'm Mike Toney, senior sports editor. We won't be talking New York hockey, though. We'll be talking Penn Columbia football this weekend. Last weekend, we had Penn make a good effort against William & Mary. Surprised us a little bit based on John's 52-6 rout upset the week before. But we have a Columbia team coming in that last year racked up 475 yards of total offense, more than 200 over their season average. This is a Lions squad that is really could potentially make things difficult for Penn. How do you see Columbia, who is historically bad, coming into this matchup?
Well, I mean, the first thing to mention when you're talking about Columbia is that first week of the season, their starting quarterback was Bruce Nottingham. And he comes into the first game, and he injures his wrist, and now he's out for the year. And so that's left Columbia in a pretty bad position at quarterback. So that now they're forced to start a true freshman in Kelly Holinsky, who has proven to be not that great at the quarterback position. He's been a little bit of a wild card, and their offense is almost completely reliant on their running back, Macoris Garrett. And then on defense, their secondary has struggled immensely. I mean, Princeton put up huge numbers against them and ended up scoring 53 points. I mean, it can't all be blamed on the defense when the offense is putting them on the field for a lot of the game. But the defense has been struggling immensely, missing coverage, and it's going to be a very good chance for Billy Ragone to kind of test the waters and do whatever the heck he wants on the field.
It's time for Ragone to launch. I know that last week Penn's defense looked pretty good, Penn's offense not so much. We know Columbia's one-dimensional. How's Penn?
Well, I talked to Al Bagnoli at practice this week, and he told me that last week in the 27-14 loss to William & Mary, that he kind of went in with a limited playbook, not wanting guys to get hurt, going up against a bigger scholarship school. But with Ragone back and fully healthy, the kid gloves are completely off, and Ragone is going to go back to being that full dual-threat, run-pass quarterback that he's always been and has helped lead Penn to so many Ivy titles over the years. And he's picking the perfect opponent to do that against because Columbia is just completely horrid against the pass. 118th in the entire nation, surrendering 300 passing yards per game. Now, what I'm looking for on Saturday is for Ragone and tight end Ryan O'Malley to really exploit that connection they have together with Connor Scott out. O'Malley caught 2 touchdowns against William & Mary in the span of 3 minutes in the fourth quarter, which really helped Penn get back into that game and make them they had a real shot at winning against one of the top FCS schools in the country. Defensively, Austin Taps 2 sacks last week against William & Mary, bringing down Michael Graham. The pass rush has been good. Columbia has a backup quarterback in there. Defensive linemen, there's blood in the water when the backup is in, and I think they're going to be coming out full force at Holinsky all day long on Saturday.
So is this a trap game? What's your prediction? How dangerous is Columbia, if at all?
Everyone I talked to at practice, Ryan O'Malley, Taps, Coach Bagnoli, they all reiterated the fact that they're taking Columbia seriously because they remember what happened in last year's near disaster, needing a game-saving tackle by Dan Wilk at the 3-yard line as time expired to get a win. They're not taking Columbia lightly. They know how good Garrett is. He's averaging 6.1 yards per carry. They're focusing in on the run. They're going to try to pressure Holinsky. I don't see a way that Penn loses this game, to be honest. I would say Penn takes this game 38-14, holding Garrett to around 80 yards and a touchdown.
Okay, Stephen, you wrote about how historically bad Columbia is this week. So how bad is it going to be?
This Columbia team it's a little bit of a mess, but I think they're going to keep it somewhat close, but I don't trust their offense to put up very many points. I'm going to say that Penn is going to pull away at the end, win 26-10.
Okay, I'm pretty on par with that. Last year I watched Columbia physically dominate Penn at times, but that makes me a bit wary. I'm going to go Penn 28, Columbia 14 on the road, Morningside Heights. That's going to be it for this week on 33rd Street. This is Mike Toney, DP Sports.